Welcome back. A good start to trade. The Nifty is up close to around 100 points odd. But let's talk about a couple of earnings then. GMDC, well, the numbers were rock solid. It looked very, very good. There was a big surge in terms of revenues. It was up close to around 20%. And the good part is margins came in at around 39%. But the question is, can they sustain at these levels? Well, to understand more, we're joined by Mr. Roopwant Singh, the MD of GMDC. Hi, Mr. Singh. We would like you to join even in the middle of a quarter, but unfortunately, we get you just once a quarter. So let's try to clear out a couple of aspects then. Coal prices, they have cooled off a little bit, and your numbers are looking very good for the past quarter. But given that coal prices have cooled off a little bit, have they had some repercussions on lignite prices? So could you tell us what is the average pricing of lignite you're expecting in quarter 4 and compare it with quarter 3? And what does it mean in terms of a margin band? Because you're closer to around 40% now. Go ahead, sir.
Nigel, 2-3 things in this. One, our competitor or the alternate fuel is imported coal. So there has been a softening there, and we expect a correction in the coming 2-3 months, a softening of that price. So we have already taken a minor correction in price February, and we plan to take a further correction if it is required. But still our margins are holding. We are still able to sell our product. At the same time, we have introduced few new things. For example, we have started rating our customers based on their performance and engagement with the company. A new initiative which goes by the name of CEI, Customer Engagement Index, has been rolled out. While these prices were softening, this index has come into play, and we are able to give better or more allocation to customers who are better engaged with us. So this has increased our bookings by 10%. So while the market changes, competition changes, we have introduced other measures. And in the coming 2-3 months, we plan to market our products based on their GCV value.
Okay, all right. Mr. Singh, couple of counter questions here. You said there's been a mild pullback in terms of prices. Could you quantify that? And also, since you're marketing your product well, what does it mean in terms of volumes? Earlier you were guiding for around 10 million tons odd. Then you scaled it down a little bit to around 9 million tons. I'm looking at the production number at the 9-month mark. Well, it's a little bit lower. So do you want to revise the volume guidance and give us a sense about the price correction? Go ahead.
Nigel, two crises, in fact, 2 project-related crises and 1 natural crisis we have faced in this financial year up to these 9 months. One, the rains were really heavy in Gujarat and spread across all the 3 geographic regions, which affect our production. One was that. Second, there was a repeat of a sliding in our Tadkeshwar mine, which is a very good project which earns us a lot of money. Tadkeshwar is very close to our biggest consumption center, Surat. So that project has been closed because of safety concerns. To resolve that, we would need at least 1.5 to 2 quarters. And the final challenge that we faced is the production quantity of the contract value has expired for Bhavnagar project. For that, to enhance our capacity, we have broken the project into 2 projects, 2 packages, and now we will be initiating work on 2 packages, which will significantly increase the production in the, say, by first quarter of next financial year.
But Mr. Singh, so just some numbers would help here, both on the volume and on the margin. Completely take all the points that you made on board. On volume, you had earlier revised the target down from 10 million tons to, I think, 9. Can you do 9 in this year, or will it be a little lower than that because of the reasons you mentioned?
It will be lower because the first 2 reasons I had factored in. Tadkeshwar is a surprise for us, which happened in the month of December. So expect a revision of 500,000.
8.5 million tons is what we're working with, but your longer term goal stays. I think in the last con call you had mentioned in the next 2-3 years you want to go to around 13 to 15 million tons.
Oh yes.
That stays?
Oh yes, very comfortably.
So 8.5 for this year. For FY24, what kind of a number will you be looking at, going by the measures that you're talking about, which has increased your orders by 10%?
We would try to reach the number which we had promised this financial year.
No, so
Close to 10.
8.5 for the and 10 next year.
Close
So
to 10.
8.5
Initially,
in
what we had initially
FY20.
budgeted.
Lovely. 8.5 in FY23. In FY24, we're looking at 10 million tons odd.
Close to 10.
Yeah, a quick question then, sir. What about the margin outlook? You said that you're taking various measures. The operating leverage will not play out now. So margin should settle in mid-30s instead of the 39% that you did?
I would say that would be a fair estimate.
Okay. All right. So we've got that out of the way as well. Now, the big question is what's happening on the rare earth progress out there? You know, the rare earth REE that you all have been talking about. You have appointed various consultants as well. What is the progress you promised us? By the end of FY23, you will give us a roadmap on REE. Is there been any progress or should we wait for the end of quarter four?
There is significant progress, but because of the strategic nature, I'm not able to share more details with you. As things get clearer, we will share full details.
Okay, Mr. Singh, just a word on the price adjustments, and you mentioned that you've been taking some price corrections. Some ballpark estimates of how much more would you have to adjust to come in sync with the way international coal prices are trending? And I mean, just the way you see the demand-supply outlook here for lignite, how much more correction should the market expect in the next quarter?
So we do our pricing, we take a call on it every fortnight. So we have an indicative plan for the coming 2 to 3 fortnights. But beyond that, we will see in mid-March, we will assess how the imported coal and the CNF price is working out. So we'll take a call there. But we have a plan for the coming 2 to 3 fortnights.
Just to go back to Nigel's question on rare earths, you have a lot of cash, right? About 1,700 crores of cash in your books. Are you using some of that for this rare earth development? If not, I mean, what do you plan to do with the cash in the maybe the near to medium term?
So the cash is now in excess of 2,500 crores.
Ah, okay.
Yes, and we have prepared a new capital budget. The capital budget is 4 times the capital budget which we had planned last year.
Oh.
Out of that, the major portion goes to land acquisition for our existing projects, the 2 I mentioned at Tadkeshwar and Bhavnagar, where we are facing constraints. One of the issues is land acquisition. And a larger amount, in excess of 800 crores, would go towards the new projects, which we have been talking about to you in the past.
Okay, so out of the 2,500 crores, you're saying the capex spend for FY24 will be how much?
24, we have planned for in excess of 2,500 crores for 23-24.
Oh, of capex, that is?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
we have
sir.
ambitious goals.
Yeah, you know, sir, I'll tell you what, at one point of time, you all had that cash balance and the street would have liked you to return some money, you know, maybe do a buyback, maybe, give a one-time big dividend. But that the plan seems to be on REE. So we'll have to wait by to see how that shapes up. So we've got a fair bit of details from you. Thanks so much, Mr. Singh, for stopping by.
And the capital planning that we have done, we have made provision. If a special purpose vehicle needs to be set up, we have made provision for that also.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much, Mr. Singh, for stopping by and filling us in with all those details. Quarter 3 was splendid. Quarter 4 could be a little bit softish. Volumes will be around 8.5 million tons for this year, 10 million tons for next year, and lignite prices have corrected a little bit, though Mr. Singh guides for March